Welcome back to Kinlaig Farm on Farming Simulator 25 Highlands Fishing. It's episode 22 with me, MrSealyp. Straight off the back of the last episode, I'm getting on with the cultivating contract that I took on. I was saying at the end of the last episode that I probably should have bought down on the Unimog the cultivator and the plough. Then I could have taken on a ploughing contract and gone from one to the other. And then what happens? I didn't. And then a ploughing contract popped up for about 6.5, nearly 7 grand, and it's just down the road from here, and I didn't bring the plough up with me. So what I'm going to have to do is go back to the farm once this contract is complete, go and grab the plough and go and do that, and then bring it back. That's just typical, isn't it? It's always the way. Never mind, I'll get this finished off. Still loving the Unimog, still smiling, still enjoying playing the game, still loving Kinlaig Farm. And the cool thing about all of this is just this, what I'm doing now, just driving around. I mean, look at it. I think I say it in every single episode, don't I? The majesty. It's just... I say, just walking down to the river, doing a spot of fishing, driving around in, whatever vehicle it is you're driving around in. The seasonal changes, all of it, it's an absolute corker. Oh, mind the vehicle, mind the vehicle. Thank you very much for stopping, that's incredibly kind of you. We should be off to the right and then first left, just after the end of the houses, and I'll get this one done. Don't think I've done any field work out this way yet. I've been trying to use the little dumper a little bit more around the yard, because some of the loads I don't need to go and grab a whole trailer. It's only 3,000 and a bit, it's not crazy. I thought I'd just top up what I've got available to top up, to be fair, into our fish food production. I might use this actually for just topping off top mix ration. That would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? Again, rather than going back and getting a trailer. Yeah, why not? I've got all this equipment and machinery. I could start selling it, or if someone did message me, and I've had a couple of comments, people saying, why are you buying more and more stuff? Why did you buy the Unimog? I bought the Unimog because I wanted the Unimog. That was from my bank account, my fishing bank account. I just wanted it. Am I going to get rid of the tractors because I've got that? No, that's mine. The tractors belong to the farm. So, yeah, the more machinery we get, the more assets Walter has for when I leave, I guess. So we're heading into the town. Richard reached out from the fish and chip shop. Said they're running low on supplies, so we've got oh, one way that way. Do you think they'll mind? No, probably should. Don't want to get in trouble with the local law. Yeah, so they're running low on supplies, and if I took the fish to the fish and chip shop, I'd get a better deal. So I've taken a lot of stuff so far to the market in town, so why not? We'll go to the fish and chip shop. I can't remember I got paid for these last time when I took them to the market, so whether we will get paid more or not, I don't know if I'll be able to tell, but we'll soon find out. Seaside chip shop. It's about there, isn't it? Whoa! 23,000 plus the environmental score bonus. That's madness. I'm sure I only got 15 or 16. Maybe we did get a bonus. We'll take that. We will take that. It's interesting, isn't it? Because when I was kind of working it all out initially, and working out obviously with the young fish, the amount of fish food we're putting in, were you going to make enough money? I think with the amount we've been delivering and the prices we've been getting, we are making money out of doing the fish. Right, well, I'm going to head back to the farm. Then there'll be, I don't think I've got any other jobs to do. And there's another cultivating job, another ploughing job. I'm not sure I'm going to take those on. I might now see you in February. See if anything else interesting pops up for us to do contract wise. If not, we are heading rapidly towards sowing season, so we might start getting some seeding contracts coming up maybe. But we'll keep our eyes peeled, see what happens, and I'll keep plugging away with our animals and our various different productions. See you in February. It's February 1. The snow's back. It's honking down again, but we are up at our glamping site. Things are progressing. I tell you what, these are looking pretty nifty. As you can hear, construction sounds have halted. They have halted because we are in need of furniture. I don't have enough. It says 2,000 litres for each one. I've only got one. I've just bought up the third one. So I've got two stored down there. So those will go into those two. So then, yeah, we might stall out on the furniture potentially. But we've also had added in a light pole at the little picnic barbecue areas each one. What has also been put in by the construction team, we've got a little track that runs down here. I'll drive up there in a minute. Well, I'll show you. We've got a little bin area there, so for putting rubbish, etc. Kind of like a campsite would be. So what we're going to do is, let's detach that and that. We can grab the furniture off there and take that into this one, so construction should continue. There we go. We do still have wood beam, we do still have some roof shingle, and we do have planks long, so I'm assuming for doors and stuff like that we should be okay, maybe. I don't know how much is required. Like I say, I didn't want to put everything in. Oh yeah, we've got some hedges around the back of each one, just to give a little bit of kind of, you know, a little bit of seclusion, is that the word? So if you're sitting there having your stuff, people aren't watching over you, that kind of thing. I don't know, just thought it might be quite nice. So yeah, we got some supplies. That's what's left of the roof shingles that went in so far. That's what it took. Wood beams wouldn't take any more, so that's sat there. So we've got some supplies here should they be required. So yeah, it's still going all right. I'll take this one over to the other one. So it's taken me, what, 3 months? Not 3 months, 3 days. So a month and a half to get 3 pallets of furniture. So potentially this will stall out because it needs another 1,000 in each one of furniture, and that's going to take a little while to do. But yeah, at the end of the day, if they're not done till the end of March, beginning of April, we're not going to be moving into holiday season till then anyway. So that's all good. Actually, I haven't checked contracts today. What are contracts looking like? Yeah, okay. So I think it's going to be another, you know, get my daily jobs done and skip ahead type deal. I haven't done any porridge for a few days. Actually, I might have to go and check that, but I'll do that off camera. Yeah, it's up here. It's difficult because the snow's all down. But we've got these little, you know, so you can see little tracks. That there's a little walkway that runs around to here. And we've got a little bin area here for garbage, refuse, rubbish, however you refer to it, wherever you're from. And then up here we've got a little grit bin, some more lighting. So technically, this is the sort of parking area for the glamping area. So rather than take your vehicles down, you can take your vehicles down, unload whatever you need to do, then bring them up here and then park them up. That's more if you have inclement weather, if it pours, if it rains, if it gets really muddy, vehicles won't get stuck down there. If you have to park up here, then walk stuff down you can, but it's going to be a lot easier to get out from here than it is necessarily coming up from there. That's not to say we couldn't come out in a tractor and pull people out, of course we could, but I just thought having a little parking area here for the campsite might be quite handy. So I'm going to head back. I'm not sure when I'll see you next. Again, possibly February to maybe March. There was just too much porridge to ignore, so we're going to have to bring this over. I'm on the Kinlaig Banks account just so we can see how much money it is for the full sale, and then we get half of it back because we're splitting it. We are actually running very low on wheat in the flake factory, so once that runs out, it's then whatever then runs through the porridge factory, and that'll be all done until we get around to a new planting season, harvesting season, and we get more wheat or whatever we're going to put in there. So yeah, all good. It's just gone lunchtime. I've come down to the store. It's still snowing. I've done a bit of logging. I'm working my way across behind the farm, so I've done a bit more logging. Put a couple into the shed, distributor shed, so that should go to my little sawmill. I've got a lot of wood piling up there because I don't know if our little glamping cabins are going to need any more resources. So, well, mind that's not a bad thing because we've got stuff to sell on. However, I came down to buy some seed. We were up to 400 8 or whatever we're up to. Anyway, 4 things of seed for the greenhouse. I've put some liquid fertiliser, some herbicide in. We've still got water in there, but we were requiring seed. While I was down here, though, in the what's it called? Something or other. Used vehicles. There's a lorry. Now it's more of an American style than a European style, but 52% off. 500 horsepower. Because we have got, that would give us more scope for distributing things around the map, maybe for larger grain trailers, maybe for whatever it might be. I don't know just whether having a lorry might be quite handy. The other thing about that being that our current Palfinger rig, which is that one there, which is, don't get me wrong, great vehicle, love it. That's awesome. If I keep the Palfinger forklift, we could potentially get ourselves a curtain sider for 29 grand. So we could sell that other lorry back, buy this one really cheap 500 horsepower, and then get a curtain sider. And the curtain side option, we can have it in Palfinger, so it's got the thing on the back for putting our forklift. We can change all that. That's what's that one? We can go just a flat colour on the side of it, because our operations are expanding. We are moving more into cheeses, Kinlaig farm cheeses, because we've got the aged one. We're doing ricotta at the moment. We did some gorgonzola. I don't know whether to expand our cows and put another cow pen in. Maybe sell the Highlands. Maybe remove that pen. I might leave that bit of land though. I might plough that and have it as a field, or have it as a grass field. Either way, and maybe put another one of those, like the cow pen we've got at the moment. Put it up among the trees where I'm cutting all the trees down at the moment. So have a big old cow pen down there, so we can be producing more milk for our cheeses. So we can diversify more into cheese. Yeah, it's an option. So I'm thinking, we might do it. We did all right. I mean, to be fair, we got half of that last porridge sale. That's something I need to say as well. Our wheat that we took over to the flaking factory, that's all run out now. So whatever is at the moment in the porridge factory, once the flake runs out, I think I've still got plenty of berries there. That'll be it. So we've done all right. The last load we made 35 grand. It was 70. What did we make? 37. It was 75 grand in total. So yeah, we made about 37 grand. That's half the price of that. I don't want the I don't need that long. We could go for that one. Nice and short. Beacon light we'll have. I'd rather have the beacon lights. Mirrors, not bothered. Sun shield, not bothered. Horn, no, not bothered. Antenna. Aero parts we don't necessarily need. We can take those off for the time being. Like I say, it's a Volvo, but it's not. I just think that, I mean, I could go around and we could have a look in the mod tab and we could find something equally as awesome with the same horsepower or more horsepower that would fit the map better and blah blah. But this is here. It's in the sale items. I'm not sure about that colour though. I seem to be going everything blue, don't I, at the moment? Maybe yellow. That's quite nice. Can we do it in a metallic? Oh, looks like that's a metallic already. Or do you want to go for a red, maybe? That's a much deeper. Oh, I like that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Didn't cost anything extra. Rim colour, we'll go for that. Keep that like that. License plate, don't need one. 71,940 for a 500 horsepower rig. Yeah, let's do it. And then what I'll do, I think we might do it anyway. Shall we do it while we're here? I think we might. Oh, how have I lost that trigger? I was just on it. There we go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the trailer, and then we can bring the whole other rig back. And then I know I've got all sorts of trailers. And like I say, I'm just fiddling around. Or do we have that? No, that's a bit. I don't want to. We're not advertising with them. Let's go and check it out. We are expanding. We are improving all the time. I might change that. I went for a class. I put a blue on it. Looked too much because it's all one big solid colour. It just seemed white. Just seemed too glaring. Reds and blues. It just seemed too much. I don't know if that will go together, but I thought the yellow truck and yellow, maybe not either. And hey, if I go away and we look in the brochures and we find something that's better, that's cheaper, that looks more, you know, that will fit this, we can always sell this and get something else. I have no problem doing that. Yeah, cool. It just gives us options, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to take the seed back up. I'll come back down for this and we'll grab that later on, take it back up to the farm. Yeah, we can put the power finger back on the back of that. And I'll bring the other one down and sell that. I'm curious to see what we'll get for the other one. I mean, we can have a look at the moment. You always get more money if you sell it at the store, so... Right! I wasn't intending seeing you until February 2 or March, but that came up and I thought, you know what? It's too good a deal to pass up. My dudes, that almost covers the cost of the other lorry. Not the trailer, but that's awesome. I thought we'd get way less than that. We'll take it. It's February 2. My word, I know not everyone likes it. I know not everyone's a big fan of the pallet thing and productions and whatever. I am absolutely buzzing. I'm loving my daily chores. I've set the blueberries to store because the porridge factory was running low on blueberries, and because, I know I've said this before, because I own the greenhouse, but Kinlaig Bank owns the factory. It won't distribute to something I don't own, so I'm selling all the rest of my stuff in my greenhouse, all the other fruits, but I've got 5 lots of blueberries. I'm going to drive down there, so I'm not going to put you through all the, you know, people are getting fed up with me doing my daily deliveries and it's just all pallet based. I've got 2 more furnitures. I needed 3, but I'm not quite there yet. What's that saying? Is that 500 and something or 900 and something? Let's click on there and see what that says. Coming out. Oh, 500 something. I'm a little way off. This byproduct, I say byproduct, I'm getting more wood chip than I'm furniture, and I've been storing it in here. It's that kind of shove it under the rug, no one will notice. I don't know what to do with it all. I've got quite a bit of wood chip piling up here. I'm sure there's a production or something I could use the wood chip for, but at the moment I'm just putting it there. If anyone needs any wood chip, let me know. So what I'm going to do is all that timber, all that wood that we've been producing at our little sawmill, that do that and that, So what I'll do, I'll drop off the furniture first, then take the blueberries, and so it's my usual kind of daily routine, which is great. But we should make a tidy bit. Now I did have a look. You know, when I bought the lorry, this has all been recorded in loads of different different sittings. So it's been a day since I was last on here. That wood chip I'll move out the way as well. I'll do that later on, that's not a problem. I just want to show you the rest of the stuff in the yard. Yeah, so the Volvo we bought was 70-odd thousand, wasn't it? And we bought the trailer, then we sold the other lorry back, and we the other curtain sider, and we made almost the money back on the lorry. But I said this was kind of very American looking. I got it because it was there, it was on sale, and I thought if I don't buy it and then I come out and go looking around in the brochures, in inverted commas, and don't find something that kind of fits it a bit better, and then I come back in and it's gone, I'll kick myself for not buying it. So we bought it. Now we'll probably lose a bit of money on this. I did find, however, available the Volvo F Series. I think it's by Smetty. It will be a little bit more expensive. I can go 500 or 500 CVT. That takes up to, it's a little bit more expensive, but I'm just thinking if I can sell all that wood, it will cover the cost of that. This will fit in a little bit better than the American style one, I think. So I know I'm bouncing around vehicles, but I think this would work better. I'm still going to go for 4x2 design. I want to have that design there because I quite like that. Mud flaps, yes. Leave it L. Additional. Now this was something I did check. This additional lights. If you put those on, they don't come on. And order the very bottom lights. I've said this has been a few mods where this has happened. And I can go with those chicken lights, but or the top running lights, but I don't think there's much point because they won't switch on, so there's no point having them. This was for the front bumper bit. I'm going to go with main colour. Beacon lights, they're quite big, aren't they? Chunky beacon, but not a bad idea to have beacon lights. Capacity, I'm going to leave that 500 litre. Main colour, I'm going to go with CLAAS because we went with CLAAS colour for the trailer, but I'm going to go like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. Grille colour, I think we might change that. Should we go for a metallic? Yep, like that. Chassis colour we'll leave. Rim colour we'll go with that. I think to match the trailer, and then I don't want a license plate. Okay. How did that say jump up to 91,000? Was that the license plate? No. So 91 grand. Also, the other one back will be out about 20 grand. But like I said, I think I'm selling the wood. Now, my only concern with this is it is 500 horsepower CVT. Is it going to have the same oomph as the other one? But I just think this will fit a European style more than the other one. So we're going to buy that. I know. It doesn't, you know, like, again, so what? Who am I hurting? Nobody. Just myself. So the other thing I'm doing here is we've got the fish I'll sell later on, that's not a problem, but I do need to put some, like I say, these are all my daily bits and bobs. I need to put some fish food in the fish lake. So this is still chugging away, which is great. Lordy-do. Oh, come on. There we go. That's in there. Now the other thing as well, I said about I've been doing some forestry, some transferred over, all bales, that's something I need to do, because I had this running to replace the Total Mix ration that I put in for the cows, so I need to put some more bales here. Yeah, so this is what we've got. This is a month's worth, 2 months worth. We've got a fair bit on here. We've got these two to the side. I might leave those, I might throw them on. Well, I'm thinking taking these up to the castle. I don't know if it needs that much. Will it buy them all off me? I don't know. I can't remember how these things work. But if I go down to, I know there's a lot going on. If I go down to the stonemason, I've got a lot of castle stone, which I can put on the middle section here and take all of that to the castle. We should should make a tidy bit of money on that. And then as I've been doing my forestry through, we got to kind of back there before. I've got all of these piled up. We've taken quite a few big trees down, and I'm thinking that I might put in a cow pasture all the way along here, maybe, just to improve our milk flow. And then over our cheese, which is going absolutely brilliantly. I don't work out why these are moving. Shouldn't have been. We have now got some aged goat cheese. So we've got our first of our ricotta. We've got gorgonzola in the shed, or was it second of our ricotta? Can't remember now. But we have got some aged goat cheese. And what is cool with this as well is the pallets with the logos on. Look at that. That's pretty nifty. So these I'm actually putting into the big shed there. I opened one of the side doors, and I'm just keeping the cheese in there because it's kind of semi-chill refrigerated. It's out of the sun or the cold or whatever it might be anyway. But I also need to put in today's goat milk. And I'll whiz off, then we'll swap the lorries over, and yeah, it's just a lot of moving stuff around at the moment. Put that in. Awesome. Right, what we'll do is do that. No. Can I grab that on the forks? Maybe. Yes, that was good timing. There we go. Let's take all the cheese and put it in storage. Right. I will see you later on. Hopefully we'll have a bit more money. I might do just a tiny clip if I set up at the castle. I don't know. The thing with this as well, because I'm doing all these bits and bobs each day, and this is what I keep saying, people are saying, skip ahead to when it's ready to harvest. All this stuff has to be done. If I skip ahead 6 months till I'm ready to harvest, I have mountains of stuff piled up and it all needs to be dealt with. So I'm having to deal with it on a sort of daily, monthly basis, and it soon mounts up. So we should have in here. There's our gorgonzola, ricotta, aged goat cheese. We probably need a little kiosk thing, don't we, for selling our farm cheeses. It was a brief ownership. I don't know what we're going to get for this. What? What? If I repair this as well, that's... Oh, I suppose it's buying a used vehicle. If you bring it back, you make... I mean, that's... Yes! So we're down a tiny bit on all of the deals. The initial deal was too good to be true. Bringing that one back and selling it, we got a good price on it. I just think this Volvo, it looks better. It not, I say it looks better. It looks better for the environment it's in. I think this one will work. Is the CLAAS green on the cab and the CLAAS green on the trailer too much? Maybe. Maybe I'd go with an off-white on the back. I might change the colour. I haven't decided. Again, it's not the end of the world, is it? You make a decision, you get what you want, and then if you change your mind later on, just change it. I can change the colour whenever I need to. I could change it every episode. I'm not going to change it every episode. Do I need all of these transportation devices? Maybe, maybe not. Right then, selling to the castle was an absolute result. I've probably delivered way more stuff than it needs for the time being anyway, but we got paid. We got paid, so I'm taking it. I'm very happy with that. We need one more furniture to go up to our glamping pods, and we're not looking too bad at the moment. 811, that says? Yeah, it's not far off. I should be able to get that up there today, but what we are going to do now, what I've spent some time doing, all of my log piles that were further down the woodland down there, I've moved out of the woodland and I've just put them down on the grass over by the fishing lake. I'm going to do it this end. I was trying to find an area that was flat. I need a bit for the animal troughs and stuff, the feed troughs, but this woodland, there's not really many flat bits. So what I'm intending to do, I don't think it's going to work. I spent a little bit of time doing a bit of grading, and I've levelled this little bit here a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work. So the plan is now we are expanding our cheese empire. Kinlaig Farm Cheeses is expanding. That's the plan. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put hopefully the feed troughs in here. Now, yes, I spent ages. I never actually rolled the stones in, did I? Never did that. Yeah, I spent all that time expanding this field, cutting trees down around the edges, expanding the field, and then I grassed it. Which, because I needed more grass, we needed more hay bales and grass bales for the animals and get them through winter. Well, we're through winter. We've still got a load of bales left. We're doing all right. But what I said I was going to do is I was going to sell the Highlands. What I think I'm going to do, we're going to do a bit of moving around, potentially. I'm going to move the dairy cows that are currently in our little pasture that's sitting over in the trees at the far end into this one. Depending how many this will hold, actually, I'm going to try and make it quite big. And then what I'll do is we haven't got many Highlands. I think we've got 15. I'm going to move the Highlands into that pen because it's got told me it's rationing it. At the moment they're only on hay, which is 80% productivity, but I'm just fattening them up. Well, they're not producing milk or anything like that, so I'm happy with that. They're chugging away. And then we'll buy new to put in here, so we've got more dairy cows. I think I'll get more Holsteins. If it works out the same, did I do testing on this when this game came out? I can't remember. That they're more productive than the brown Swiss when it comes to milk, potentially. So I guess there's no time like the present. If I get back out the way, because this, yeah, I don't know. Hey, look, let's try it. I've just come back into the game, so potentially now I want the fenceless pastures, and I'm going to get the one. Actually, no, the other one I've got. I took water to it, didn't I? They require manual watering. I just think it's a bit more realistic that every now and again you need to put some water in. Should we do manual watering? Manuel watering? We'll do that. Thank you, Manuel. We'll swing that around. Now, you see the little grass bit out to the right? There's one to the left as well. So I've got to place this where that will be okay, at least for the start. Oh, I did some test fitting and this worked fine, so why is it now not working? Oh, that was, I had it, there we go, there. Can I go that way at all? No. I mean, I'm pretty much limited to that. Do I want to customise it? Yes, I do. Now, what end does it come out from? I can't remember. This end, isn't it? So, I don't want to go all out to there because this is where our thing is. So, we're going to go to here first. Oh, you can see the green post that's lit there. Then we're going to come probably out and around the back of this. And I'm going to take in as much of this as I possibly can. We go right across, right, that's the edge of our map, we can't go any further than that. There. Now we're going to go, we'll just follow that. There. I'm pushing to the left, so I'm as far over as it will let me. Just come inside that one. There. And come back out again. So I do have to be careful. Because where did I get to with my forestry? It's interesting, it's not letting me go, because I'm sure I was cutting further back over there. Out to there. Let's go to there. This is going to be huge. I think, are we almost level where I cut? Yeah. Let's come to there. There. Now we're in denser trees, so some of these I might cut down. I think I'll leave those out of the pen. Let's come down to... Can we do it across to there? Do it right to there. Do it right to the edge. Yes, why not? Let's make this as big as we can go. Might as well. All the way out to there. Oh, this is going to be monumental. I hope it holds a lot. It will mean we're going to need to make more Atomic ration, but we've got our machine. Should I come down a bit? Let's come down to onto that bit there. There. Do I want them in that dip? Probably not. Where are we going? How far up does this go? Let's go to... Oh yeah, look. Let's come out to... there. Do I want to plant... I don't think it does, but I'll press yes. Oh, it did! Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I was just going to leave all of the... Wow, I thought I did it on this one and it didn't do it. Oh no, I might have made a mistake. Oh, mind you, no, it looks pretty good. Did I want the pasture in there? I have to say though, we have completely changed the landscape here. Oh, should I have done that? It will give them grass to eat, I suppose. I actually like the foresty ground. I don't know how I feel about that. You know what? No, we'll leave it. I like it. Because it's, you know, often you don't have pens with all the stuff in. We've still got some trees, and you can see now, once all the forest ground is out, just how much we cut down. And we've gone as far as where it starts to get a little bit thicker up. Do you know what? Yes, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just go and grab my small trailer, and I'm going to move over the ones that are in that one. And then I think next episode we're going to be moving. We're going to be doing the Highlands Shuffle. We're going to be doing, and we'll move the Highlands into that one, and then we'll buy a load more to go into that one. We might need to make some more Total Mix ration. I've got enough money. I'm thinking we have got that Total Mix ration machine. Is it worth leasing a Total Mix ration wagon so we can make a whole load in one go using the bales? I might do that actually. That's probably not a bad idea. Find one that we can lease that's or I suppose what we could do, although we have got a load of stuff in this at the moment, is we could take all the Total Mix ration out of this and we could get a different one. There's Silo King ones that are static that produce more. This has been working fine for the amount of cows we've got at the moment because I'm only feeding those ones Total Mix ration. The Highlands are just having hay. Yeah, that's where I put all the logs. I just piled them all up there for the time being. So there we go. That's right. So we're in. So we are expanding. Genuinely, I don't know how I feel about this. No, you know what? It's all right. I suppose what I could do is what I did before. Although no, I want access to getting out. I was going to say, what I might do is run a fence along here, not all the way around it because I don't need to go all the way around, or a stone wall like I did on the other one. But then I do want access to get into here if I want to cut any more trees down further up. Yeah, we'll see. So, I need to grab something for pulling this. And, well, what I'll do is I'll move our milk, a little milk tanker out of the way with our little electric tractor. That thing's working perfect for going backwards. Oh, we've got another cheese. Another ricotta. Another ricotta. Lovely. Yeah, there we go. So, lots of movement of animals and stuff in the next episode. The Highlands will be happy because they're going to move over to here and they have Total Mix ration, so they're going to be over the moon. I don't know how I made a mistake on this one. Did it not give me the option to, or did I just not press meadow? I'm sure with the goats I clicked on meadow and it didn't do anything. I don't know. Right, let's move this out of the way, just for the time being. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.